Hi folks, my name's Ian Blackman. I'm a lawyer specialising in the rural sector, but most of all I'm a really good cook, and I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. What I'm doing here is just cooking off some garlic, heaps of garlic for what we call the special steak sauce. Special steak sauce is a steak sauce from the States. My wife Wendy's from Montana, and its ingredients are butter, garlic, and believe it or not, mustard. So you take 100 grams of butter. I've just slightly cooked off that garlic, and then you melt the butter down and you put in 5 or 6 tablespoons of mustard. Just stirring the butter and waiting for it to melt, but if you keep stirring it, the butter and the mustard will come together. If the butter's separated from the mustard, it needs a good stir, because when you apply it to the steak, it needs to have come together. That is perfect. See how it's come together and it's nice and smooth and silky? That's ready to be applied to the steak now. Okay, we've got a couple of nice pieces of fillet steak, which is not my favourite steak. It's very tender, but it's not as tasty as the good old T-bone, which has got a bit of fillet and the rest porterhouse. So you lay the steak on the grill, and although you can't beat barbecued steak, this is a very good second. Simply spoon a generous helping of the sauce on the steak and then grill it on high. While we're waiting for the grill to heat, I thought I'd talk a little bit about attire. This is a nice apron with a nice long tie. You want an apron with a really nice long tie, because you never trust a thin cook. And if you're not a thin cook, you need a big long apron string. And then you grab your apron string there and you put there the towel, and you're ready to go. Boom. The key to cooking or grilling good steak is putting the timer on. For those men that don't know how to cook a really good steak at the premium quality, which is medium rare, you're best to use a timer, and it's 6 minutes. Okay? Depending on the thickness, but you need a good thick steak. It's pretty much good to go, or good to turn. So we take it out. Turn it over with the tongs. Pretty straightforward stuff. The fillets, looking nice and juicy and thick. Cover that with sauce. By the way, you can actually pick up the pan juices the next day and make great steak sandwiches from this. The drippings from the pan caramelise, and you can use big thick pieces of sourdough bread to pick up all those pan juices and then toast it and use the leftover steak for that purpose. Another one there. Okay, back in the oven for 5 minutes to the grill, and then we're ready to eat. Voila! Okay, the meat's rested for 5 minutes now, and we're just going to serve up, or plate up as the chefs say. Okay, so this is nice, soft, creamy potato. Beautiful, look at that. A little bit more there. See how smooth and creamy the egg gruyere is? Perfect for steaks. Now, drain the asparagus, which has just been sitting there looking nice and feeling good about itself and getting ready to be plated. This will be just slightly al dente. It'll be just firm to the bite. We'd normally do a hollandaise sauce with this meal, but we're all watching our weight. I didn't get to look like this without eating lots of hollandaise. Asparagus. Just imagine that with a little bit of that beautiful lemony hollandaise that we can do so well. Now we'll plate up the steaks. Take the plates to the steak. There you go. Montana steak with mashed potatoes and asparagus. Okay, and then the